الأقصى إن شاء الله، وسنحرر العراق إن شاء الله، وسنحرر بلاد المسلمين التي تجتاحها هذه الأبناء.
That is still the. I know it's evil, and I know that it's wrong, and it's evil and it's wrong, but it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, Hamas Television has pulled this from their network, and they said it was a mistaken approach, I guess, in teaching terrorism to kids. Do you agree? I thought it was the great approach.
No, I think it's a mistaken approach. I think the key is in teaching terrorism to kids, which may be the big mistake. There are smaller mistakes and bigger ones, I find, in people's lives.
But Billy, aren't you a little bit hurt that you didn't come up with this character?
I don't know. I mean, it was originated by Disney. I read a lot about the history of animation and all, and Walt Disney was kind of a New World Order sympathizer in the 30s, so it would have been like, Vox Max du Kinder?
That's very good.
Is this not Israeli pig? Yeah, this is Israeli pig.
We never found out who was behind that mask.
Yeah, I was wondering, maybe it's actually you, Billy, who's in this costume. I thought it was Lance Bass, but I could be wrong. Bill, don't you think there's a softer side to Hamas now?
Well, now that they've pulled this, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm beginning to think of them differently.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, the other stuff that they also program on this channel are shots of militants firing into Israel. And I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I'd choose the terror-spouting mouse.
Yes.
Pull the other thing.
I'd
like to pull you.
Thank you, Bill.
You get a lot of anger, pent-up anger.
I will. We'll talk about it
therapy session at some point. But yeah.
Speaking of anger, what gets me angry, Billy, I love that, but stop already. I'm trying to transition. I want to talk about.
After me, I blame the Jews.
God help us all. All right.
What would Donald Duck sound like that, though? That's what I'm wondering. What if they go to the next character?
Can I give the finger?
Yeah, no, you can't give the finger.
As Donald Duck.
It's confusing to kids who.
Oh my God. Okay.
In case you missed it, this week there was a tragedy in Kansas. 10,000 people died. An entire town destroyed.
Now the only thing is, I know that the guy says he was tired, and I'm inclined to believe them because these guys get up way too early. These candidates, they should be sleeping in. We'll talk about that later. But the thing is, if it were Bush, he would have gotten a lot of grief. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question he would have gotten a lot of grief. And that's a big discrepancy.
Yeah.
10 versus 10,000 has to indicate more than a little problem with sleep. I'm not holding him entirely responsible, but as a psychiatrist, I can tell you, that's 10 versus 18.
Yes.
10 versus 10,000.
Yeah.
It's like.
But they're used to inflating numbers, these Democrats, with pride marches and protests and things like that. I think it's just force of habit, probably, in his case.
I think it's all politicians inflate their numbers, not just the liberals, Rachel. Am I right, Billy?
Oh, I'm sick of this guy and his mistakes. This is the second one he's made. The first one was that his penis was 20 inches long. I could be way off here, but I don't. I could be way off here. I don't think the
That's more a
president has cornered the market on mistakes.
Yes.
I thought the mistake monopoly was all sewn up, but now with Obama making slips of the tongue, I've become a little more open-minded to misspeaks.
Well, that's an interesting point of view.
Yeah, Joe Bush he didn't corner the market on the monopoly of mistakes.
That's true. That's true. Bill, do you think this is a big deal?
I don't know. It definitely is a big deal to the most powerful name in news, Greg. I eat our channel all day long. But I can't emphasize that enough. The most powerful. But no, I mean, first of all, this is the last show to be talking about verbal gaffes.
Yes,
period.
exactly.
Really,
I think I must make about 20 to 30 mistakes every segment.
Yeah. But you're not running for president either, though.
You don't know that yet, though. I might be a writing candidate. I'm a Whig. I'm going to be a Whig. There are no more Whigs anymore.
Yeah, and I think we don't want to sacrifice leaders to just single mistakes, slips of the tongue. It's we're sacrificing them to everything, whether they're on phone lists down in D.C. from the madam.
Yeah, I thought you were
ready to cut them off for almost anything.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking of cutting off, let's go to O.J. Simpson. Not allowed. Yes. Finally, finally it works. Anyway, he was trying to get into a restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky, the night before the Kentucky Derby, and they turned him away. The owner, his name was Jeff Ruby, who owns Jeff Ruby's, said he was offended by the fact that O.J. has not paid any money to the victims. And now his lawyer, O.J. Simpson's lawyer, is accusing the owner of racism. racism. Dr. Appel, who do we believe?
Well, I think invoking the specter of racism in a case like this is unfair.
Yes.
Because we're talking about somebody who, after all, lost the civil case.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, you might not want the guy in your restaurant. I think that's fair. I don't think it's about his color, do you? I don't think so.
No, I think it's baloney.
Also, the explanation was vaguely threatening. He's messing with the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You know, you want to put away the sharp objects in the restaurant after you ask him.
So true, so true.
But he's looking for a steak, right? He was looking for a steak. Just give OJ a steak. You don't want to send him out into the streets looking for fresh red meat, right?
Billy, let me ask you. You know what?
That's true.
The most interesting part of this story is not that he was turned away from the restaurant, but that he had an entourage of 12. How do 12 people? I mean, how does OJ get 12 people to go out to dinner with him? I mean, he's a killer, allegedly.
You can't throw me out of a steakhouse. how I'm going to eat? How I'm going to eat?
Well, here's what you do, Mr. Simpson. You get some meat and friggin' cookbook, and you are one of the best butchers in history, so that ever lived. So do it yourself, you damn murderer.
Now remember, it's all allegedly.
Leave the A1 steak sauce on the table, and don't take that knife either.
I'd forgotten that was one of his catchphrases.
It was. All right.
Yeah.
I want to ask you
Like structure where there is none.
What, Billy?
Like the Beach Boys?
Yeah, John McCain liked the Beach Boys.
Oh, he does.
Yes, he had the very best of the Beach Boys.
Bomb Iran.
There you go.
Bomb Iran, take old man. Bomb Iran.
Okay, let's move on to the hidden talents.
Up early and I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
You are out of control. You are the most out of control guest we've ever had.
We're gonna drop some bombs on you.
All right.
You know who that is? That's a butcher Baghdad, buddy. That's Saddam Hussein.
He's ugly, son, didn't he?
Kind of looks like that fella works the register down there at the Circle K. You know Rugburn?
You mean Raji?
Yeah, that little Indian fella. He's a red dot Indian, though, not a Tomahawk Indian.
That's Delta Farce. It's opening on Friday. We have the star, Larry the Cable Guy. Pleasure having you here.
Well, hold on, I'm still laughing from that clip.
Yeah, it is incredible. I've seen the movie 3 times.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm lying, by the way. I haven't seen it.
Well, that's good. I'm out of here. Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see you. Now, who was that other dude that would look like Tom Arnold hadn't eaten in 45 days?
That's Billy West. Billy West. He's taking a break. We're giving him some meds.
There he is. Tom Arnold. Look at him. Good Lord. I'm going to have to send him a sandwich or something.
We've cut off his sound, so he can't yell at you.
Greg, you said you're going to run for president and be a wig?
Yes.
That's too bad, because Bill's looking for a beard.
Hey.
Oh, that's a gay innuendo joke.
Yeah, it is.
Not much innuendo there.
No, that was full on out-uendo.
Innuendo.
That was out-uendo. Yeah. Rachel, at the very end, did you say bring your housekeeper to Delta Farce?
Right.
Can you explain that?
Well, why not? Why wouldn't you bring your housekeeper? Do you have a problem with that?
Why would you say that?
Why wouldn't you? I'm just asking. Why do you have a problem with bringing your housekeeper to see a movie?
Okay.
Hey, it's good. That's an extra one for me. You know what I mean? Everybody go.
We'll all pretend we don't know what that means.
Not sure where you're going with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Pretty sure you do.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, I just grew a goatee.
Oh, very nice.
I thought I'm going to be funnier this way.
Did you just molest a horse?
What's that?
I don't know. It looks like
you know
a
what this is called? You know what this goatee is called around where I come from?
What?
Jailhouse.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you know.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad to supply. I love supplying you with comedy. And,
Billy, do you ever watch Dog the Bounty Hunter? I imagine you do.
Yeah. You know, I got a good way to wake him up. Just go, elbow time. Elbow time. Didn't anybody ever tell him, let sleeping dogs lie?
Yes, that's true.
His wife just go, who woke the dog up? Who woke the dog up?
Oh, my God. We have lost this show
And
to a crazy man. All right, I want to talk about George Michael.
Looking like Tom Arnold. I want to be home where goatee and be funny.
All right. I want to talk about George Michael. He just pled guilty for being under the influence of drugs when he was driving. Happened in last October. And this is what he said. He said, "I'm perfectly prepared to accept the correct punishment." Tia, do you think he's going to enjoy prison?
You know what? What I do think is that George Michael has somehow received, right? He's like received
a lot.
the like a washed-up pop star manual, and it's like, why is he such a cliche? Surprise us! Don't get arrested this month.
But do you think? I mean, the thing is,
option left is
he's going to enjoy. He's going to enjoy prison because basically all he does is hang out in front of bathrooms anyway.
He kind of likes it like quick and seedy, I think.
Yes, exactly.
He's got a goatee.
What?
He's got a goatee. He's going to be fine in there.
Yes, it would work very well,
He's
wouldn't
still a handsome man, I have to say.
He is, especially when he's on medication. His eyeballs get really big.
But he wouldn't like the water fountains in jail because they're attached to the toilet. Oh. It's a little creepy.
How long is he going to jail for?
How do you know that, Rachel?
I know
that scares me.
I do my research.
Billy West, a pleasure having you. Anything you want to plug?
Pleasure to you too.
Anything you want to plug?
Hey, come and see my movie, The Letter That Johnny Walker Read.
All right, excellent. I don't know what that means. It might be a real movie, I think. Anyway,
you
Billy.
know what it means. Don't play cutie pie with me.
All right. Dan Turnbull from Minneapolis writes, your producers should put a muzzle on the rest of you dunce caps and let Rachel run the show. She's brilliant, beautiful, and a hockey fan. Call me. I think he's in jail, though.
Coming up tomorrow, George Lucas calls Spider-Man 3 silly. Hey, George, you really think you should be calling something silly? How about this? Just saying.